One day I was at a gas station and I was just sitting in my car looking at my phone while my gas was pumping, and all of a sudden I hear a rap, 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 like on my window, and I jerk up and I look, and it's my old bail bondsman. So I roll the window down just like that much, and I'm like, hey man, what's up? He goes, where's my money? And I was like, what you mean? He was like, you owe me money. And I did owe him money. He had gotten me out of jail on credit several times, and I owed him a lot of money. And he was, if you can just give me 600, then we'll call it even. I didn't have that kind of money, so I got his phone number and I was like, I'll get it to you when I can. It was probably like 5 months later that I got my taxes back. I called him and he saw my number on his phone and he answers, you got my money? And I was like, yeah, I got your money. He was like, oh. And I said, you want me to bring it to you? Like, where you at? And he was like, I'll be back in my office in an hour. Meet me there. And so I met him at his office. I went in. Like, part of what you do in a 12-step program, part of what I did was to make amends. I wrote like a letter and I said like what I did that was wrong and apologized for that. And then I expressed what I'm going to attempt to do to rectify this. I read him my letter. I gave him his money, and his whole demeanor changed instantly. He was shocked that I paid him his money. He said I was the first person who had ever actually paid him the money that they owed him after they got out of jail. He was so impressed, and he kept saying how proud he was of me, and he couldn't believe that I was sober, and how he admired like everything that I was doing with my life and how I was trying to change. And he literally followed me out the door just telling me how proud he was of me, and it was just incredible. Well, about 6 months later, I was at that 12-step meeting and somebody came in late, and I looked up and it was him. And he was coming to the meeting to get help for his own addiction. And now I have a bail bondsman that I can always call on.